Hey, welcome. In this explainer, we are going to dive deep into the hidden forces that are secretly running the show, shaping our actions, our thoughts, and our emotions. By the end of this, you're going to have the tools to become the architect of a much more intentional life. So, let's get right into it.
Seriously, just think about it for a second. That sudden flash of anger that seems to come from nowhere. Or a wave of anxiety that just washes over you. Maybe you made a choice that, when you look back, feels completely out of character. If you've ever found yourself wondering, why on earth did I do that? Well, you are in exactly the right place. And this is the core idea we're going to unpack today. It's this fantastic metaphor. The vast majority of what drives us, all our beliefs, our memories, our past experiences, it all lies hidden, deep beneath the surface. But here's the thing. It powerfully influences every single thing we do. Okay, so let's officially explore this iceberg of behavior. Understanding this model is so helpful because it helps us move beyond just judging our actions and start asking, okay, what's really going on here? It kind of makes you wonder what's lurking in your own depths, doesn't it? It's really just a beautifully simple way to look at a pretty complex idea. Our visible actions, what we say and do, they're just the tip of the iceberg. What we can actually see is only the very, very beginning of the story. Let's start at the very top. This is the visible part, right? The 10% of the iceberg that's sticking out above the water. These are your observable actions, the words you actually say, the behaviors everyone, including you, can easily see. It's what you did, but it's not why you did it. All right, now let's just dip right below the waterline. This is the pre-conscious level. Think about snapping at someone in traffic. The action is the snap, right? But just below that surface are the thoughts. That person just cut me off, and the feelings of pure anger. You might be aware of them, but they're not always in plain sight, you know? They just kind of bubble up. And finally, we get to the really big part, the vast, hidden base of the iceberg, the unconscious. This is where the most powerful drivers of our behavior live. We're talking about our past experiences, our deepest fears, those fundamental needs we all have for things like security or connection, and our core values. This level shapes our entire personality, and a lot of the time, we don't even realize it's happening. So, knowing the iceberg exists is one thing, but how do we actually explore what's going on beneath our own surface? That's what brings us to our next section, getting a handle on our emotional triggers. A trigger can be literally anything. A specific word someone uses, a certain tone of voice, even a particular place. And it sets off this reaction that often feels totally out of proportion to the situation. But here is the most crucial part. These triggers aren't random. Think of them like signposts pointing directly to the hidden depths of your iceberg. So here is a simple 4-step path you can use to start understanding your own triggers. First, just notice the intense emotion. Don't judge it, just see it. Second, try to identify the specific trigger. What exactly was it that set you off? Third, and this is a big one, trace it back. Ask yourself, when have I felt this exact same way before? And finally, the most powerful step of all, you get to consciously choose how you want to respond in the future.
Mapping your triggers is incredibly powerful, for sure. But building real self-awareness is a daily practice. It's like a muscle. So how can we make this a consistent part of our lives? Let's look at a simple little toolkit.
Now look, this is not about some massive life-changing overhaul. It's about small, consistent actions. A few minutes of mindful breathing in the morning, a super quick check-in with yourself at midday, and maybe some journaling in the evening can create huge shifts over time. But that conscious pause, just taking a single breath before you react, that might just be the most powerful tool of all for moving from an unconscious reaction to a conscious choice.
Understanding our past and our present is absolutely vital. But the real power comes when we use that knowledge to consciously design our future. This is where we shift gears from being just an observer of our behavior to being its creator. And this really is the ultimate goal. Every little insight you gained, every pattern you recognize, it empowers you. You are the one holding the blueprint. By understanding all those hidden parts of your iceberg, you get the ability to build a life that truly reflects who you are and who you really want to become.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one final thought. We all have these narratives, these old stories from our past that shape how we behave today. By understanding where they came from, deep within our iceberg, we finally get the power to change them. So, what's one story you're ready to start rewriting today?